Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Grace.
And this is the Offbeat Podcast.
We're bringing the party out of the studio, getting a little offbeat, and everyone's invited.
Right along with us as we get down and dirty with the Inspire community.
Don't forget to rate, review, share, and subscribe.
All right, guys, welcome back to Offbeat, the Inspire podcast. You're with Scott and
Grace.
you back again.
It's just us today.
Just flying solo.
Yeah. We've got a few new classes happening in the studio. So we thought we'd just go through them, and I think strength is definitely trending at the moment. Like,
For sure.
girls
For sure.
especially, they want to tone up, and the whole like taboo of weights getting you bulky and strong. Like, I think that's really just not where we're at anymore.
Yeah, trying to
Like,
break that myth, I think.
Yeah. So we're going to go through our new boxing offering called Strength and Power. So, Scotty, how did we
Yeah. Okay. So strength and power sort of came about. There was a few different conversations that Alex and I had over the last few months.
Yeah.
Just around what we can do with the boxing program and
Freshen it up.
using that space a bit more effectively.
Yeah.
Knowing that, the boxing program can be quite intimidating for people. And
Yeah,
if
I think
people do
that's-
have these sort of, injuries or they've had bad experiences
Yeah.
with boxing in the past, it can be a little bit off-putting.
I think that's people's main issue with the boxing is kind of like, oh, I don't really know how to box, or
Totally.
so I think this might be a good entry level for people who want to come to the Rumble Room but don't necessarily want to do the boxing element, I guess.
Yeah, and exactly right. So what we were finding was, that conditioning segment within the boxing classes was super popular.
Yeah.
We try and incorporate that sort of 3 rounds, 12 minutes of conditioning within the boxing classes, and that was becoming almost like the focal point of the
Yeah.
class. People were loving
Excited for that, yeah.
Even from me as a trainer, that was the part of the class that I was enjoying programming the most.
Yeah.
So Alex and I had a few chats, and we both sort of, decided in our own lives as well that, we don't, because we're at the studio so much, we don't have a lot of time outside the studio to do strength training as well. And we went, well, if that's what position we're in, there's people that we see in the studio every day, they're not going to get out and be able to do strength training either.
Utilize it.
Why can't we bring an option in here
Totally.
that where people can get that, so they get, cardio, boxing and strength all in the one place?
Yeah. I think and so far it's been so popular. And I think with you guys, obviously you work so much, and Alex has a new job, and so it's been good, and we've got a few new instructors coming in.
Yeah.
Josie did our first class the other day, which was very exciting.
Josie coming through, started this week on the timetable, which is super exciting. She does have a strength training background as well.
Yeah.
So it's really good to sort of utilise that. I guess she's got a lot of experience coaching strength, so it's been really good to exploit that. Teresa as well coming through in the next couple of months. A few new instructors coming through.
Yeah, I think it's good to mix up the boxing room. We've struggled for instructors, I think, for a bit. So it's exciting to have some new kid on the block and get everybody in.
Yeah, and I think for the members that have been saying, oh, can we add more on? We are. We are.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So what's kind of like the main benefits of having strength training in your routine?
I guess, in terms of strength training, obviously it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
As the name would suggest. It's important in, any exercise routine. It helps you burn calories more efficiently. It helps sort of build that sort of lean muscle mass, lowers your risk of injury. It's going to increase your performance in cycle and boxing. If you are training legs to be stronger, you're going to be able to stand in a sprint longer. It's going to help you in so many aspects of your life there. Improves heart health.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people just say, like, how do I get through the everyday things a little bit better? And I think strength is so important for that.
Exactly. And the big focus we have is, we try to make everything sort of functional. So we're not going to have you doing moves that aren't going to cross over into your real life.
Yeah.
We all have busy lives. So if we can make things like, carrying the shopping, picking up your kids.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If we can make those activities easier for you.
Yeah. And I think that's,
Yeah.
you forget about that. Just those little things, but like every day, you know, just having that little bit of extra oomph.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, you know, even as people get older as well, strength training, you know, to retain
Bone density.
to
Yeah.
reduce risk of falls. We do have an aging population, you know.
Totally.
It's important for everyone to do.
Yeah, cool. So in terms of strength and power as a class, what's like the program itself look like?
Yeah.
What can people expect when they come in?
So the program, what I've loved about this is that it does develop and change, and it's obviously still in its infancy at the moment.
Yep.
And Alex and I chat fairly regularly
Yeah.
about different things that we're doing, and
What's trendy?
yeah, exactly, and different ways we want to take the program. We do. I tend to do mine in 3 blocks, so there'll be we combine things like sort of AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible. So you might have 12 minutes to complete a block of exercise, and you'll do as many rounds as you can.
Yeah.
We do some every minute on the minute work, where you know you'll have a block of exercise that you've got to do as quick as you can in that minute,
Yeah.
and every minute you repeat that for a set time. And then you know we'll do things
Just rounds.
just you know sets on the bench, chest, triceps, full body workouts there.
Yeah.
So a little bit of everything. I think we're taking a lot of feedback on from people about what they want to see more of,
Yeah.
what they want to see less of.
The benches are awesome.
Yeah, it's so good having those there.
Yeah.
So at the moment, we've got the benches, the booty bands, resistance tubes, and the Y bells.
Yeah.
We're putting.
So it's not just all weights.
Not at all. No, we do. I try and mix up with a little bit of body weight work as well.
Yeah.
That's obviously, you know, functional training. You're not always going to be carrying Y bells around with you in life.
Yeah.
Um,
Get your heart rate up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of equipment, I've got a little wish list in my phone of things. So it's definitely a watch this space situation.
Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a few questions from clients come through. So people who've never done strength before, will they be okay? What's the deal?
Absolutely. Probably one of the best things about the program is that it's completely scalable. You know, from someone who's coming in brand new, has never trained strength before.
Yeah.
You're
You're not going to go straight to Excel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything we do is scalable. So whether it's the number of reps we're doing
Yeah.
or the weights we're lifting, completely scalable to make it achievable for everyone.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of people that come in and go, "Oh, I don't train strength. I don't know how to squat, and I don't know how to lunge."
Yeah.
And what they do find is because the actions we do in class mimic what they do in everyday life, they're finding that they actually do. You know,
Yeah, it's
when you're
okay.
bending over to pick something up, you're doing a deadlift.
Yeah.
You're doing a squat when you're going to pick something up off the ground. So a lot of those movements do cross over, and people discover that they're a lot more confident with it than they thought they were.
Love it. So how can I track my progress in these classes if I'm new to strength?
Yeah, if you're new to strength, probably the best way to track it is with, I guess, the size of the Y
Y-bells.
bells that you're using. They're all labelled.
I did it at the class the other day and it was mostly upper body, and I'm not like women, we're not very strong upper body, but I really want to get us strong. But it was a lot of triceps, and I came in work the next day and I was like, Scotty, I actually can't move my arm, and I literally couldn't even bend it. Oh my gosh, but it was really good, but I was like, holy moly.
Yeah. So
It's definitely,
you're definitely going to feel it.
yeah.
And I think that's what I try and encourage a lot of is
Do push yourself.
the progressions
Yeah.
with weights. Like, you know, I think I see a lot of times people come in, they get into the habit of picking up the same Y bell
Yeah.
size each time, picking the same
It's
strength
comfy,
resistance
yeah.
tube because they sort of go, well,
I know how to do it.
it pushes me, but it's a comfortable push. Whereas and Alex is the same. We sort of want to encourage people to
Get going.
go size up.
Yeah.
You know, think about what you instinctively went to grab
Yeah.
and grab the size up. And in class, we'll
You'll
call
be
you out on
there.
that, you
Don't
know.
worry. He'll be there.
If it looks like you can go a heavier weight, I will bring you a heavier
Yeah,
weight
for
and ask you
sure.
to lift it.
Exciting. So, with classes, will it be targeting different areas? Will there be more focus on legs, core, etc.? What do you reckon?
Absolutely. Again, at the moment, it's just the straight strength and power class. As we start to put more on the timetable and we get more instructors on board,
Yeah.
the plan is to have
Explore
those sort
more
of
that.
dedicated days, you know, to have classes that are dedicated to upper body, lower body,
Yeah.
full body HIIT training. There might be some Tabata classes in
Yeah,
there.
cool.
And I think that's going to be really cool because people can plan their weeks out, you know. If
Yeah.
you're training legs on a Monday, you might not do a spin class first thing on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You might want to do an upper body strength class. So
I think especially if people are only coming to the boxing room, that's great for them because it mixes it up. And
Totally.
like just doing boxing, although it is great, I think you tend to get a bit complacent with your training and you don't get to progress.
Yeah.
So that would be fantastic to have that mix.
Being able to plan your week and set that routine from the very start of when you're training certain parts of your body, and you can plan your week around that.
Yeah.
You know, if you're training upper body on a Friday morning, know
You'll
that
have the weekend
by
to
Friday
recover.
by Friday night drinks, you might be a little sore after work.
You can't really fist as high. No, so exciting. Yeah, the boxing room's popping off. We're
Yeah.
really trying to get that going and get some differing vibes happening in there.
Yeah, definitely. So I think, you know, I've had a lot of people ask me as well when there's more classes coming.
Yeah.
And that will be, you know, as quickly as we can train instructors up, and, you know, we're always looking for...
Won't always just be 5:15 a.m.
It'll be
Oh my
something other than
goodness.
5:15. And we're always on the lookout for talent. You know, I
Yes,
think in terms
definitely.
of what we look for as an instructor in that room, in that space, someone that does have a strength training experience
Yeah.
is great. But then, like all our programs, someone that does have that sort of entertainment personality as well, because, you know, intuitively, exercising is not fun
No,
on
no.
a its basis.
No.
If we can make it fun for
Yeah,
people,
you come for the party.
yeah, if we can make it fun for people, make it enjoyable for people,
Yeah,
that's where you're really going to tap into it.
definitely. So let us know if you know anybody who you want to see in the Rumble Room.
Yeah.
Please message us. We're always looking for new instructors.
Absolutely.
So exciting. Well, thanks, Scotty.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a little taste. Come and try Strength and Power. We'll hopefully have some afternoon classes coming up soon, and definitely on Sundays for sure as well.
Definitely. We'll see you in the
Yay.
studio soon.
Yay. Thanks, Scotty.
Bye, guys.